SCP number 2486, pomegranate. Object class Euclid. Special Containment Procedures. SCP-2486 is stored in a standard lunchbox at Site-73. SCP-2486-A are housed at Site-17, or at other sites as necessary for testing procedures. Generalized inter-anomaly testing with SCP-2486 has been approved as of 2016 May the 5th. SCP-2486 itself may not be used on Foundation personnel or anomalous items. See addendum for further information. Subject should be sedated prior to strangulation with SCP-2486. Description: SCP-2486 is a 1.8 millimeter length of monofilament fishing line. When SCP-2486 is used to strangle a human being, the subject will reanimate 4 seconds after death, recovering from any internal and external injuries incurred during the strangulation. Subjects that reanimate this way are designated SCP-2486-A. Repeated applications of SCP-2468 continue to affect the subjects in this manner, but no imparts on other anomalous properties. SCP-2486-A exhibit no unusual behavior apart from an intense fondness for the consumption of pomegranates. Testing has shown that the consumption of any part of the pomegranate results in a massive spike of endorphins in SCP-2486-A. This effect has been replicated by injecting small amounts of pomegranate juice into the bloodstream. Left unchecked, most SCP-2486-A will develop a psychological dependency on pomegranates. Subjective assessments and descriptions of SCP-2486-A frequently incorporate imagery related to pomegranates. Additionally, individuals experiencing severe delusions or hallucinations may perceive SCP-2486-A as a very large pomegranate. For this experiment, 5 volunteers were shown camera footage of D-2486-022 and asked to describe him. SCP-2486 was then used to strangle D-2486-022, and the volunteers were then asked to reassess him prior to the strangulation. Seems like the kind of guy who's had a hard life. I've seen that glare before. Tall, long brown hair, some tattoos, mid-50s, probably asked to use the bathroom. He looks like an asshole. He'd kill you as soon as look at you. He looks like he's anxious about something. The facial tics suggest long-term use of antipsychotics, right? I remember hearing that somewhere. Looks like he needs to piss. After strangulations. Worked hard, I bet you could find the seeds of his hardship. There would be a lot of them. His eyes are kind of red. Tall, long brown hair, some tattoos, mid-50s, full of juice. He still looks like an asshole. It seems like he has a sour demeanor. Still been on antipsychotics for a while. If you squeeze him, piss would come gushing out. Addendum: SCP-2486-A has been found to be affected by several anomalous objects in an unusual fashion. With approval of O5-7, SCP-2486-A have been incorporated into scheduled testing of several contained anomalies. At the observed risk of dangerous cross-contamination is low. Below is a list of anomalous items in which SCP-2486-A has been found to interact abnormally. SCP-1724. SCP-1724 returned a score of 001 when used on SCP-2486-A-080, then produced the phrase, "It That can't be right. SCP-2486-A-080 experienced no delirious effects. SCP-1724 remained non-functional for 4 days thereafter that. SCP-978. 5 instances of SCP-2486-A were photographed with SCP-978 in their cells. 2 were shown consuming pomegranate seeds in their cells. A third was shown asleep. A fourth was shown using a knife to slit his throat, with pomegranate seeds spilling out and falling into a recreation of Leonardo da Vinci's Vitruvian Man, also composed of pomegranate seeds. A fifth was showing reuniting friends and family while consuming a whole pomegranate. SCP-2221. After exposure to SCP-2486, the subject preferred religious imageries incorporated with pomegranates where it otherwise would be incorporated with nooses. Copies of SCP-2221, found at least 3 days after exposures, were found to contain an additional clause. Clause 21.8. You agree that under no circumstances will worship, prayer, abstinence, sacrifice, oaths, requests for guidance and or intervention, or any other invocations of divinity directed at deities or other deities listed in Appendix HVII, contained pomegranates or pomegranate products. The following edition of this clause, SCP-2486-A, instances did not incorporate pomegranates into religious imagery. SCP-228. An instance of SCP-2486-A was shown SCP-228, which was then photographed. The result availability is here on screen. SCP-1528. SCP-1528 was applied to SCP-2486-A-213, who has no visual abnormalities. Subjects who observed SCP-2486-A-213 frequently made direct comparison to pomegranates when providing descriptions of anything at all. All professed great fondness for pomegranates, though several who disliked pomegranates were visibly uncomfortable while consuming them. SCP-1379. In addition to the typical effects of insulting SCP-1379, the subject coughed up pomegranate juice for 13 minutes afterwards. SCP-832. A subject exposed to both SCP-832 and SCP-2486 described the value of pomegranates as impossible to quantify. Stock and companies would have substantial financial interest in pomegranate farming or pomegranate products were described similarly. The subject attempted unsuccessfully to disregard all pomegranates in its field of vision. SCP-158. When used on SCP-2486-A-081, SCP-158 extracted pomegranate instead of the typical substance. This had an unusual effect of eliminating higher brain functions in the subject. When SCP-158 was used to insert a different pomegranate into SCP-2486-A-081, the subject recovered fully. When using SCP-2486 to strangle an individual already subject to SCP-158, then using SCP-158 to insert pomegranate, failed to return brain function to the subject. Thank you all for watching. I'm sorry the quality's kind of bad, but I'll be here with the next video soon. Thanks for listening. Have a great day.